feel like I'm forgetting something. Right, I have a YouTube channel. First, please ignore the giant pile of cardboard behind me. They only come to get cardboard once a week, and I built a computer this week, which is why it's taken so long for me to actually get new videos out. But we did it! We're in Japan! I've been here for about 2 months, and let me tell you, it's been great thus far. Of course, not everything's been perfect. Take this, for example. This is the entirety of my living space. It's about, well, this room at least is about 12 square meters, so about 120 square feet. It's not exactly big, but then again, it's just me here. So most of the time, it's fine. Or, if we flip the camera around, we'll find this, the small loft that I sleep in on a daily basis. As you can see, it's not exactly that tall, owing to the fact that I still have to slouch in order to sit somewhat upright in here. I think it's about maybe 80, 90 centimeters, so a little around 3 feet. But that, plus that, as well as my little kitchen and bathroom and laundry area, makes this apartment only about 25 square meters. In America, we'd call that a shoebox, but for here in Tokyo, that's pretty normal. And speaking of laundry, well, that's a whole other problem. Because you see, my apartment's so small, I don't have enough space for a dryer. So, I have to hang dry everything. In fact, that's where you're hanging right now, is from my laundry drying pole that is extended outside of my apartment. Every weekend, I have to hang my laundry outside, unless it rains, in which case I can't do laundry, because I just simply can't dry my clothes. I could pay an extra 1,000 yen every week to go do my laundry, but what's the point in that when I could do it from home for free, even if it takes 2 weeks because it just won't stop raining. So why don't we start here, in the tiny shoebox that I call home. That's right, it's apartment tour time, because what other better way is there to start your life on YouTube as a Japanese YouTuber than showing off your tiny Japanese apartment? Right, so welcome to my home. As you can see, this is a door. That little thing right there is my mailbox, so the slit comes open, I get my mail. Right here we have the entryway, which is where you're supposed to keep your shoes, because if you aren't aware, wearing your shoes inside someone's home in Japan is illegal and grounds for deportation. Right here is the little closet that I keep my extra shoes in, my extra hats in, shoes, as well as on top where I keep my supplies in case there is ever an earthquake. Over here, this is where my washing machine is. Just a washing machine, not a dryer. If I wanted a dryer, it would have been 2 to 3 times the cost. Right here, oh, that light's off. There we are. In here is the toilet, just the toilet. You might be wondering, oh, well, where do you wash your hands? Well, this thing right here, if you pull the lever on the side, the water comes out and it refills the toilet, but also lets you wash your hands. Japan is living in 2097, let me tell you. In here is my shower room. That one faucet there fills both the sink and the bath if you want to take a bath. And I do very often. It's a privilege of living in Japan and something you definitely can't do in America. My water bill notwithstanding. Moving on to the tiny little kitchen here, we have the fridge with the microwave on top and then just assorted things on top as well. Into the actual kitchen area itself. This is the entire space that I have to make food. Those 2 burners, the back one, which sporadically works, the front one, which works, but usually isn't enough to actually boil water. If I ever need to cut anything, I have an IKEA cutting board up there that I stick over top of my sink and can cut things, or I dry stuff on here. Now into the main living area, which is still a mess. I'm still getting settled even though I've been here for almost 2 months. Outside there is where I hang my laundry. We've got the computer set up over here, TV, and then right here is my wardrobe area. The door is open so those shirts can dry as well. And then finally, as we climb up a literal ladder here, we have the loft where I sleep. So I sleep here every single night. It's always a little bit warmer, that's why the fan is there. But back behind that curtain, that's not actually a curtain, I can pull that door open and it's cooler in there. So let me know, do you think you could live in a space like this? It's relatively cheap, so I'm not complaining, but I'm just curious. So let me know down in the comments below if you'd want to live here. And if you're not 100% set on this place, something that might change your mind is the fact that I only pay about 60,000 yen a month for rent and other fees, utilities not included, which currently with the exchange rate is only about $400 a month. So paying $400 a month for an apartment that really is just kind of livable, but you know, it could be a lot worse. I know people that are paying nearly double for places that are this size, but just in a better area. I know people that are paying more for apartments that are older, and I know people that are paying more for apartments that are smaller. So I really can't complain about living here. So quick camera angle change, as in the process of me filming that last clip, I stuck my tripod that my phone is currently mounted on onto my monitor, and then cracked my monitor screen, so that's another 10,000 yen down the drain. It's going great. It's going great. But so far, life has been pretty good, even if I had just broken a $200 monitor less than a week after getting it. But these first couple months have just been adjusting to life here in Japan. The first time I had to go to my city hall to register where I live and, prove to them that, yes, I am employed, please do not deport me, was the most terrifying experience of my life. Also, I'm putting off calling my internet company for about the 6th straight week now because their service is all in Japanese, and as we've already established, watashi no nihongo wa jouzu janai. There's also the other little things like paying bills, which this isn't an actual bill, it's just a letter from NHK telling me that if I don't pay 25,000 yen, that, I don't know, they're gonna just not give me TV, I guess. So that's fun, but most of the time you take bills like that to the convenience store and you pay them with a barcode. So that was something I had to get used to as well. Cash is still king here, and a lot of things can be paid in cash, and at some places, well, most places they accept card, but in some parts of the country that isn't always true. There's also issues like this, trash sorting, which is something that I never had to do in the US. So my 3 bins of burnable, non-burnable, and plastics, just having to separate that. And if I forget to put it out one week, well, guess what? I have to have fruit flies in my apartment for the next week because I forgot to throw out a pepper. It's just how it is. Or maybe it's the fact that earthquakes are always a thing. And these 2 suitcases that I have sitting up there because there's nowhere else in this tiny apartment to put them are just gonna come toppling down and maybe, I don't know, crush me to death in the middle of the night. And it's the things that keep you up. Just kidding, I've stopped caring if I'm gonna die in an earthquake or not. It would be kind of silly though. But what's next for me? Well, the answer is I don't really know. It kind of depends on what you guys want to see, what I feel like doing. And as we move into the winter months where the sun begins to set at 4:30 in the afternoon, it might become a bit more difficult to film a lot of things. I've got family members coming next year, so I'll be showing them around Japan and you'll be coming with me. If I ever travel, you'll be coming with me. But who really knows exactly what and when and where we're going to be doing that. But with that all being said, I hope you all are as excited as I am for this journey. I said it's going to be a fun couple of years while I live here, and who knows, maybe if this channel actually takes off, then I'll be here forever. If not, then well, it's just a reminder of me coming back to this in the next couple of years to see hopefully how well things went. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I've been Adam, and have a good one.